we can do it now, or if you don't have the setup ready, I can call you 1:30 as well.
No, it's okay. I have everything set up, and I'm so thrilled to have this chance to talk to you. Though I do wish we could speak in person, and I'm sorry that Zachary isn't present today, because for a long time I wanted to ask both of you, what have you been going through for the past 25 years? To what extent were you supporting each other, and to what extent were you annoying one another?
This is a hard one, because I think it's pretty much like on a daily basis we do both. We both annoy each other, and we both respect each other, and we have fun together and all that. But it's like being friends for 25 years is a question of certain personal chemistry, and I think it's also developed into this kind of thing that we manage to overlook things that would otherwise be annoying, and we manage to respect the ability how we can perform our stuff, and we also love the one thing that we definitely share is a black and sick humor, and that works for every one of us. So that is probably the biggest uniting thing between us.
Mm-hmm. But there must have been moments when Zachary wanted to do something different in music than you did. Did he always, let's say, win at the beginning because he's older?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. I mean, we started playing together when I was, about 14 or 30. What was he? Probably 14, and he's 3.5 years older, so of course he was pretty much leading the stuff then. But then you can't really help it. Then there definitely comes some rivalry when we both were in like 20s and a little bit over. But we pretty much got over that fast. It's no use. I mean, we both have been able to see what kind of things we do best. In the end, it also mostly matters with the band and what kind of music you come up with. If somebody has a good riff, let's do stuff on that, and you got to be able to also do the arranging and do the songs and all that in a way that people feel comfortable playing them. Nobody's really like trying to lead here in a Führer style.
You two are responsible for Finland being called the land of metal music, and many bands mention you as their role models and as an outstanding musician. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think outstanding musicians is total bullshit, and they should listen to something better, man.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm grateful for that. But we're just guys who've been playing together for a long time, and I think we're good enough. I don't think that we're on top of the world or anything. And of course, there's this certain pioneer status since we started early in the late 80s to do metal albums here in Finland, and nobody else was doing them at the time. Of course, in a couple of years, some other bands came out like Various and Stone, where Robert Latvala was playing. Now he's in Bodom and all that. So we were there when the whole thing started. It's been interesting 25 years to see how the whole thing has snowballed and got into this movement which got international recognition. I mean, wherever you go these days, when you say that you're in a heavy metal band from Finland, oh yeah, they really make good metal. It's like something like, oh yeah, we really get great seafood in Thailand.
Does it upset you that journalists often write that you're a guest at Tarot albums and that they don't know that Tarot existed long before some of the bands you've been working with?
It doesn't really upset me. It amuses me.
How come?
Well, I mean, it's no sense to be bitter. I mean, we have been in this band for a long time, and we've been struggling for success for a long time. It hasn't happened in the way that we wanted. But if you allow yourself to get bitter about it, I mean, well, it just kind of, you let yourself ruin your day. I mean, I'm just happy that we're getting more and more recognition right now.
Yeah, because you're respected among musicians, audience, even journalists, and I guess that's why you got titled the most charming man in your own country. But isn't that a bit controversial with your metal image?
Yeah, well, some people are just mad, I guess. Okay, I appreciate that one as well, but then again, well, I guess if I look into a mirror, I'm pretty I'm too close to myself to see it that way.
Well, Tarot has just re-recorded and reissued your debut album under the name Spell of Fire in 2011. And the re-recorded version of the album has a bit more songs than the original, isn't it?
No, it's got all the same songs that we had on the first album. 10 songs which we did for the first one as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've been playing now for 25 years, and not so long ago, you said that 3 of your albums define what Tarot is today. You mentioned Gravity of Light, Suffer Our Pleasures, and Crows Fly Back. How come Spell of Iron found no place on that list?
I think that is one of the things that we aimed in doing this re-recording was that well, of course, it's because we have the quarter of the century anniversary, and we were planning already to do like these songs already in the live set this year. And it kind of escalated into this idea that, okay, let's do the whole album. And the only thing that or at least I set out to do with this thing, is that we would have to make it different. I mean, the old album is there. It's made with all the signs of the times that were around in '86 and all that, and it sounds like who we were at the time. So this should be different. We should arrange whenever possible, and we should keep the good things, melodies, and all that, but we should update almost everything that is possible. So in that way, it pretty much sounds as something that really is coming from this millennia of 2000.
Yeah, we can hear that in your new video as well for the Wings of Darkness, because you had the old video and this one, and the difference is quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true. And we also modernized the sound, maybe even more than we did on the studio albums. And with this album, I think we also modernized the sound even a bit more because of the fact that we wanted these two, the original Spell of Iron and Spell of Iron 2011, to have real differences. I'm not saying which one is better or worse or anything like that. I'm not qualified to say that. Of course, some people think that the old one is classic and nothing tops it, and this is waste of time, this new version. But there's a pretty good reason there, which I thought about it, is that we've managed to get quite a lot of new fans after Suffer Our Pleasures and Crows Fly Black and Gravity of Light. And these people, they probably don't know that much about the stuff that we did in the 80s and 90s. And in this way, it serves, this album serves a purpose. It's new. You can approach it pretty easily right now. And there you get a bunch of songs which we will be playing live. And they're, in a way, they're new, but they're still the old stuff. So, and in a live situation, I think both the old fans and new fans will be pleased.
Yeah, well, often you're accused that the old stuff is more heavy and that the new albums are more symphonic, let's say.
Yeah, could be true, but I find, to my opinion, I find all the done that we've done in 2000 is pretty much heavier than anything that we did before. This, to my opinion, of course, I don't know if it's a question about the sound policies or structure of songs or the overall atmosphere of them. I think overall atmosphere is a lot more oppressive and punishing than what we did in the early days.